Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very special 100th episode. Yay! Woo! Ah. You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. I messed up my intro, actually, by getting distracted with that. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA and President Donald Trump.
Fight! Fight!
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Hell
You don't
yeah.
have to worry about a thing because not only are we here to help you, but the ghost of Shinzo Abe himself is here to guide our nation into
Bullets away
its future
from Trump.
glory.
That was it was rough stuff, all right? So
Forget Lady Liberty. We've got a new protector here.
you know what pissed me off is like they pierced his right ear, man. They made him gay. Trump's gay now.
They did. They made him gay.
He's
The
fucking
right
gay
one.
now.
I've been thinking that my husband should get not the right one, but the other one pierced, just the
Sure.
one. Yeah.
Like a pirate.
I think that's kind of cool. Or like
it's not.
Ares from Xena.
No.
He had like a sword. Like a dangly sword.
That's actually
that was really cool.
That Billy Idol ass fucking
Yep.
type of thing. That's popular with the kids now. It looks so dumb.
Oh, it's good. It's like guy liner. The right person has it. It's super hot.
Yeah, I think that it looks
But
stupid.
you've got to be a certain look to pull it off.
I guess. I just think it looks dumb. I see a lot of kids with it. But hey, listen, I did a lot of...
You're just jealous.
I looked really stupid when I was a kid too, so I said, God bless them, you do whatever you want. You know?
I had a bunch of pictures, picture evidence of this saved on my old phone that I broke. It's somewhere. I have those pictures on a hard drive somewhere now.
Of what?
Because we backed up. You sent me one day a
Oh, of
ton
me,
of pictures from your teenage emo, like videos and stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm saving these for ammo. And then I smashed up my phone and like all we could do was back up everything on a hard drive so I would have the pictures later from like my kids and stuff. So it's somewhere.
Oh,
It's in a closet.
You could fucking post those on the goddamn internet for all I give a shit. That's
Never
where I got
gonna-
them.
I'm never going to try to figure out which hard drive it's on.
Yeah, hell, I probably don't have those pictures. I'd like to have them. I'd fucking post them. Everybody knows that. I was a fucking total goddamn scene kid, and I was cool.
Oh, yeah.
I was cool, man.
And so skinny.
I was so skinny.
You looked like death.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was in and sexy at the time. I was a MySpace
Oh, yeah.
superstar. Now I'm just like a fat old weirdo. But you know,
It's
what are you gonna
true.
do?
You hit the wall.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It's
Like my
different.
shirt.
Yeah.
Bryden's like, oh, you're turning 30? Let me send you a gift. I'm like, okay. And I open it. And it's a shirt. It's a t-shirt. It's Pink Floyd's The Wall. And my husband's like, is this like a boomer joke? Because you like boomer music? What is this? No, honey. That's not it.
I'm
That was
funny.
fun. You are very funny. And I got a Cricut machine. I can make t-shirts and stickers and stuff now, by the way. Guys, let me know if there's any interest in that. I've got 4 people asking me for them because I was posting about it on Twitter, actually.
That'd be really cool if you got a machine that made crickets.
That would be fun. I could probably make like paper crickets or like stickers.
Yeah,
But
but I'm thinking
not-
like
not
real
an actual-
ones. Just printing life.
Real ones?
Yeah.
That would be neat if that was something I could do. Yes, if I could print life with some sort of organic 3D printer. I don't think crickets would be my first
You gotta start somewhere. though.
go-to. Be giant spiders. Giant genetically modified spiders that could grow as big as houses. That's what it would be.
No, do small spiders that are radioactive, because I just got done playing both the Spider-Mans. That
Okay,
was fun.
that's not a bad idea. What if we just filled this city with Spider-Mans?
Well, clean things up.
Clean up the town.
I mean, you
We
probably
could
could.
replace all Secret Service details
Yeah.
with Spider-Mans.
Spider-Man would have been on top of that shit.
He would. He would have shot a web at the bullet and flung it around and swung it back at the shooter. That's what he would have done.
Shooter would have still been alive though, because Spider-Man doesn't kill people.
No, he would have hit him in like the hand or something, knocked the gun out of his hand.
Yeah, he would have got. I mean, realistically, he would have just shot a web at the sights and then like swung over and kicked him and would have been like, "Not today," and then something like that, and then he would have webbed him up and they would have be like, "Thanks for hanging around," and then he would have got out of there, and then Trump would have been like, "Thank you, Spider-Man," and it would have been great.
He's the best, isn't he? All right. That's good. So this is our 100th episode, and to celebrate, I've decided to give out an award, okay? A brand new award. This cannot happen again until our 200th episode, everyone. So it's very exciting. It's very rare,
time.
okay? It's a long time. It's like 2 years from now.
Yeah, it's a long time.
We have today the very best listener award, okay? Now this goes out to someone who not only has convinced, I'm going to draw the person a picture of a trophy and send them a JPEG.
That's great.
It's going to have a plaque on it that says the very best listener ever, super cool person, and then their screen name. It's going to be good. And this person has not only convinced their boyfriend to pay for the Patreon for at least 25 months or something. I don't know. They've given at least $25 somehow. Okay?
But
she's been going back.
Give it up for Arpad.
Arpad convinced his boyfriend to... He's French. I mean, get it. They just do these things. I don't know. You can't blame them.
Menage a fag.
That's what they're like. Stating a frog or something. I don't really understand how things work. Maybe it's a slug. But this person has also been going back through all of the old episodes from the beginning and giving me regular reports on her opinion and how our dynamic has changed over time. It's very helpful.
That sounds super annoying.
I asked her to do it because it's helpful. And she's going to do the same with the bonus episodes and go back to the beginning. I told her that's going to be fun. Everyone, give it up for Koshka! Yay! Woo! She's gonna be happy. Okay?
Yeah, you get.
I did this all for her.
You get some fucking half-ass drawing of a trophy.
It's gonna look shiny. I'm working on making things look shiny because I had to draw some armor for a commission that someone asked me for.
So you
it was not shiny enough.
So you haven't drawn anything shiny before, and then
I have. It's just not. I'm not good.
You're gonna get a half-assed. I'm still learning drawing.
Yep.
Of a trophy that you can put nowhere.
I don't care.
I can tell you don't care. That's the problem.
I could give you nothing instead.
I just came into knowing this award moments ago. I had a fun idea that you never signed off on, was the drinking game.
Oh yeah, and I said that sounded fun and good when we were doing Requiem for a Dream, which people did not get to listen to because it got struck immediately. We had such good content in there too.
Fucked. It was up for a little while, and then they were like, "Yeah, too much of that. They get you for it." Yeah. That happens to my DJ sets all the fucking time too. It'll be like some of them. I swear to God, one of them was like 3 months. It's unlisted, and then they were like, "Yeah, don't take that down." I guess it takes too long to get to Brazil that I can't fucking play that song or whatever. YouTube is stupid. There's got to be a better way to do it.
Yep.
It's got to be. We'll figure it out. I got to remove all of the movie audio from the thing.
Yeah, which is what we probably should have had it like in the beginning, but whatever.
It is what it is.
Yes, but we do have lots of Dear Abbeys today.
Oh yeah, we should actually for the 100th episode do the damn show instead of just talking about Donald Trump being ordained by God to be the fucking president, I guess.
Which we'll save it for the bonus episode.
I don't want to. I've been talking about that all week. Look.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about something else.
I'm sitting here going like, what the fuck? I'm watching all these videos and I'm like, it's an obvious setup. and then I got problems with the libs, and then I gotta get a pair of those fucking $300 shoes with him on the side.
That's very exciting and not the content we should be talking about right now. But thank you, Bryden. Actually, I have something for you today. I have a Dear
What?
Dr. Proctor.
All right, you're gonna die because you're fucking gay and you have AIDS.
She is going to die.
Oh shit. Okay,
Everyone
fuck. That's sad.
dies.
Oh, okay. I thought...
Not like immediately. That would be hilarious if someone's like, I have a terminal illness. And that's what you said. That would be good.
Well, I'm worried. Dying people have a lot of time to listen to bullshit podcasts. We're like
they do
10th on everybody's fucking list. They're like, listen every 3 weeks. I see the numbers. Yeah. I know how popular we are. It's not much.
We're gonna get there. It's gonna be great. Once this t-shirt business takes off, they'll come through the power of capitalism.
Yep. That'll be great.
The magic of capitalism. Dear Dr. Proctor, I've been gaining weight despite cutting calories quite significantly. Please help. I'm gigantic.
Go on a Mediterranean diet. Intermittent fasting and Mediterranean diet. And then if that works,
olives.
Yeah, like if that works, let me know. Because I'm same fucking problem, bro. I'm in trouble.
He says as he's drinking beer.
I'm in trouble. Well, we can't expect our alcoholic listeners to stop fucking drinking. So they have nothing else.
No, but people should switch to the lower calorie options, okay?
So
if you're going to drink, like, if you have to mix liquor with something, it should be like diet something.
Club soda.
You could get diet tonic, even if you want gin and tonics.
And also, by the way, as I'm drinking beer, I already chugged the rest of that beer several minutes ago, and I am drinking gin and club soda.
And I have a, like the big giant 40-ounce Stanley cups. Well, I have a knockoff version of that, which works just as good.
Stanley cups
filled with my drink that I make. It's it's a vodka, cherry syrup, Sprite Zero situation. A little bit of lime juice.
No, that cherry syrup is fat.
It's fat, but it's good. It's a cherry limeade. I invented it.
That's no. What you need to get that same syrup, but in coconut. That way you get that Sonic Ocean water in there.
See, that would be good. Actually, we have created an ocean water drink.
Oh, yeah.
In collaboration, my husband and I, and it's got coconut water in it. So it's super nice in the summer because it barely tastes like alcohol. It's just delicious. It's got a little bit of lime and some of that coconut cream stuff. That's so good. So sweet. And coconut water and rum. It's really good.
I'd have to go vodka on it. I'm just not a rum guy. I just can't do it. Sugary as shit.
Well, we just figured the coconut it's like tiki,
Yeah. I just don't know
It is sugary as shit, but that's why you use less of the syrup with it.
I just don't know how you drink so much fucking rum. But
if he's just gonna drink something on its own, like sip, he does really nice like bourbons and sometimes a scotch, and he likes ryes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Anyway,
I always ask him about the rum because I know he likes it, but I don't. I got a couple nice bottles. That's it, and I never fucking drink that shit. But you're just gonna get fat. So do that. Intermittent fasting does actually work. You will lose pounds, but that's just skipping breakfast and not eating after 8.
Yeah, you could do what I did. So for about a year, I would I think it was Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I would not eat and just have like water and like a couple cups of bone broth
do that.
At dinner time.
Don't do that.
And after about a year of that, my stomach has shrank so much that all I can have before like 3 p.m. is an Atkins shake or two. Like I'm just, I've got an appetite, but like my stomach is just not gonna handle anything.
Dr.
It's
Proctor
pretty good.
Here.
It's pretty nice.
Dr. Proctor here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You should. No, it shrinks you. It's like getting lap band surgery, but without surgery.
Hi. Don't do that. Don't also just make microwave popcorn just to smell it. Don't do that.
Rice cakes, okay? So you can get the Quaker rice cake things, okay, in all kinds of basically any Doritos flavor you could get as a rice cake, and it's like a quarter of the calories. That's good,
Okay,
okay?
look, Nurse Abby, stand down. You shouldn't just smell things that resemble food. All right?
Well, you
Maybe
can lick them.
don't do that. Don't do that. We've
Okay.
got an audience here, and they need to know the truth, which is don't listen to Abby. That's fucking insane. Just
Sometimes what I do is
eat a
I make
carrot.
things for my children and I just watch them eat it. And it's kind of like I was eating it because they're me in a way.
Yeah, that's called spiritual eating. Don't do that. I think we're good on just maybe don't eat after eight and skip breakfast or have a very light breakfast of no carbs.
If you
Um,
want to lose weight really fast, you could chop off a leg.
yeah, or you could just kill yourself and not even have to worry about it at all.
Lose a lot of weight.
You know, you could just come to the mental conclusion that you're never going to lose the weight. You're really just fast tracking the inevitable, and that you might as well just kill yourself. So that's a way to do it.
That was pretty good advice that we just gave, I feel like.
There's also drugs.
Drugs are good.
You
I
could
mean,
try.
no, bad. They're bad. You shouldn't do them. Sorry. I got very confused there for a second.
And then also, if you're not poor, like everyone, how much does Ozempic cost? It's like $2,500 a week.
I don't know. Poor people are getting it too. You just have to be a certain weight and insurance will cover it.
There you go. If you're fat as shit,
Or like pre-diabetic, that'll work.
well, I think everybody can be pre-diabetic. It might happen.
Technically, it's before I got diabetes right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I would totally do Ozempic. That's got to be terrible for you.
Well, no, okay. So what it is there's like a 20% chance of stomach paralysis, which is an incredibly damaging and painful condition that cannot be cured ever, and you have to manage it with implantable devices, right? Like it's a big deal if your stomach gets paralyzed, but the rest of the people, like the other 3/4 that doesn't happen to, it cures you of your addiction to food. It's amazing. People are reporting cures to alcoholism on it,
Do you know what's so
It-
fucking funny about that? And South Park already did this, the obesity epidemic thing, whatever they had, that hot take of like, yeah, there's some people that really need the thing. But I hope to God that means that 20% of celebrities are going to fucking die.
Well, yeah, it's pretty dangerous because if your stomach is not working properly to digest food, it's just like sits there and rots, and it's like extremely painful, and it's
Damn.
really bad.
Well, these Satan worshiping fucking pedophiles deserve it. I hope that 20% of celebrities just fucking, they're like, oh no. Listen, we can do without Sharon Osbourne, okay? What the fuck? I don't even know anything bad about her.
I don't know how she's even. You don't know anything bad about Sharon Osbourne? Is that what you just said to me right now?
Yeah, no, I don't. But I know she looks like she's on Ozempic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is she, fucking kid or something? I don't know about Sharon Osbourne.
She just screwed over literally everyone Ozzy has ever worked with, even though he doesn't do any of the writing. He
Oh,
like owns all the money to everything. Like Geezer Butler got nothing. The only person that he's ever worked with, from what I can tell, that got any money out of the deal is Tony Iommi, because he only got half despite writing everything.
oh, what about Tommy Schlongowitz?
I don't know. Is that a person? Did you just make that name up?
Yeah, I just made that name up because I don't know who the
Okay.
fuck those other people are. That's
Just
how
making
that
sure.
feels. That's
You
how
never
that
freaking know.
feels.
I'm sorry. You don't know who Tony. Okay.
No, I don't know who fucking any of those
I'm
people
sorry.
are.
I'm sorry, but Sharon Osbourne is an evil witch.
Okay, fine. Who else is on the pick a person. That's on the fucking all celebrity women.
Lana Del Rey.
Fine, her. I don't know if she's done anything evil. If she passed, wouldn't bother me. But I know people like her, so that would be funny to me. I hope Ozempic takes out 20% of celebrities.
That would be good.
That way, I can rise in their wake.
Is that the whole plan? You think that
Yes.
if 20% clearly people will finally recognize your talent.
If all of those hot women die, I'll rise in their place.
Look, I'm going to be the celebrity, okay?
I just think
there's a 50-50%, like 50-50 chance that the potential guest that has been giving me the runaround is either thinks I'm very funny and genuinely wants me to do stand-up comedy and call him and talk about it, or we're gonna be like lolcows for his podcast and he just hasn't done it yet. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm gonna be the celebrity either way.
you think that if you start doing open mics, you're going to be a celebrity. That's a great mindset to have. You know, it's good mental health, I think.
I started to get real nervous about this though.
You're not setting yourself up for disaster at all. You know.
No. It's going to be great. Like, if you think about it like this, if I bomb bad enough, that's also funny. Just not in the way I want it to be.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not funny to them either. Sometimes they get mad. They're drunk people out there. They don't like it.
They're going to, like, riot and rush the stage or something?
No, but they could say really hurtful shit.
Oh no, what if they're just like yelling insults at me and they're just like the things you say to me on the show, but it's like strangers?
But it's real, yeah. Yeah, that could happen.
Why are you doing this? I thought you wanted me to do stand-up.
Well, I do.
Why are you discouraging me?
Why do you think I want you to? No, I'm kidding.
Is this why he wants me to do stand-up too? Is everyone trying to sabotage me?
Stand-up is gay. Stand-up is the past. Now it's all about OnlyFans, which you're aged out of, so
it's not gonna happen.
and you were never gonna. Hey, even in your 20s, you were never gonna fucking make it anyway.
Nope, definitely not.
I don't even know who these whores are cosplaying as, but they got some tits.
Yeah, we need some extensive surgeries.
I should get tits. Steve-O's getting
you
tits.
Should.
That guy sucks.
Wait, is he really?
I guess that guy sucks.
Okay, we're moving on. We have to do the show. Stop distracting me, please.
I'm gonna piss
You're ruining
like 4 times during the show.
Okay, yeah, you know what?
Episode 100. 100 episodes. 100
I want you
pisses.
to know your peeing habits are being discussed in group chats on Twitter.
You know what that means? That means women are talking about my penis.
Well, what they're saying is, how is it that the mom of 3 never does this? And Brett can't hold his bladder for 20 minutes.
Oh, it's not a can't, it's a won't.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I told them, I think he's just trying to piss me off. I don't think he even has to pee. That's what I told them.
I pee, but I'm up walking around. I do things. You know, it's a won't. I'm not gonna let the chains of reality, fucking or a quote unquote obligation, bind me against things that I want to do naturally.
And you wonder why we have no listeners.
No, I don't wonder at all. I know why.
Because of you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think we share the blame.
No, I'm doing a good job. Everyone says that I'm the best and I'm the funniest and I'm super cool.
Is that what everyone says?
I'm sure someone at some point has said it and I just haven't heard it. Okay.
Just say, okay, Trump. Everybody says. People tell me.
My daughter said that I'm the best mom ever today.
Yeah.
You know, things are going well.
Donald Trump at a PTA meeting's a pretty good bit. Everyone says my kid is the best. Barron's the best. People say, they're saying it. They say he's a tremendous student. Okay, well, he's suffering in math. Oh, they say he's the best in math. That C stands for fantastic. What?
Good. All right, dear Abby, after a week's vacation, I came home to a weird smell in my house. Turned out something went rancid in the fridge and molded. What should I do?
Sniff it out, man.
Sniff it out?
Yeah, I mean, like, take everything out.
Just figure out what it is.
Sniff it out. What are you fucking? How long have you been living by yourself that you can't figure that out? That's
this person has been alone a long time.
Well, just leave it there because you're going to be alone for a long time anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's over.
I mean, what? What adult would ask that? You sniff it out, dude. You figure it out. You check expiration dates.
The first step is to find out what went rancid and then throw it away. And then you've got to get like Clorox wipes or cleaner and get in there, right? And then what you could also do is replace the thing with a new fresh item that is the same. And that's the steps you can take. Thank you for your dear Abby.
Yeah, no, you okay. You at first it starts by identifying the smell. Okay, is this rotten meat? Is this rancid dairy? Is this old beans? You could tell.
Could be old beans.
Could be old. Yeah. Old beans smell fucking terrible. They really do.
You know what smells worse is potatoes.
Oh yeah,
that can that's bad. They literally put off a gas though. Like if you have too many rotten potatoes, they can knock you out.
That can't be true.
No, it's true. Yeah, if you had like an old school cellar, like you went down to get potatoes and they'd all gone rotten, it could kill you. I'm not kidding. They release a gas, and if you're in an enclosed area like a cellar, like people have in history died from potatoes in this way.
What the fuck?
I'm serious right now. But you know another fun fact
that's
that I
learned? That's the real Irish goodbye there, right? Like what the fuck?
Goodbye forever.
They do have a smell to them. Rotten potatoes are pretty fucking bad. But yeah, okay. You identify the smell. That helps you narrow it down. Then you got to go through, check expiration dates, do sniff test on everything, and then also, just to be safe, throw out anything that seems questionable.
Yep.
Because we've all done that when you get in front of the fridge, like something smells weird, you start throwing out all kinds of stuff. Things are like 4 days before the expiration, but you're like, I did open it a couple weeks ago. Throw that the fuck out, and then you wipe it down, and then you're good.
I'm super paranoid about like stuff like that. I've had some bouts of food poisoning a couple times in my life that were almost as painful as like the first half of childbirth. My stomach hurts so bad. And I don't know. I have a thing about it. I'm not getting food poisoning again if I can help it. If something seems maybe questionable, it's not touching my mouth.
Pause. That whole time I was thinking about dude poisoning and its pregnancy.
That's real dumb. That's real dumb, but you got me.
It's stupid.
Yeah. All right. Dear Abby, why have you not been diving into the world of On Cinema at the Cinema yet? These two are the only people more unhinged than you. Have you heard of them, Bryden?
It sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Aren't they the guy? Doesn't shit? That sounds fucking familiar because probably somebody told me about it. No, this is that fucking Tim Heidecker thing. I think,
is it?
Right?
I don't know.
On Center.
I've never heard of it before now.
Yeah, I think it's that Yeah, it's Tim Heidecker, and he's a faggot.
Okay, well. Maybe it's good still, though. You know, sometimes gay people make good things.
No, he's a straight man. He's just a faggot. There's nothing against gay people.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I never do call gay people faggots.
No, it's rude.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like you never call like a mentally challenged person retarded. That would be awful.
I don't think it's awful. I think it's just, if somebody's like asking me to describe a retarded guy, I'm going to tell the specific retard thing that he has. I'm like, well, he's got, Downs or cerebral palsy or something like that. I don't make fun of that. I'll still call him a faggot if he's like a dickhead.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, on Cinema at the fucking cinema, kiss my fucking ass. Tim Heidecker stinks. The guy, he did a couple good things every few. I don't like that absurdist fucking humor crap. So sorry. I'm glad you enjoy it. That's probably good, but he's faking being mentally ill. I'm not.
Exactly. We're the real deal.
That's the truth. Can't wait to go pee.
We're the old. Can you stop? Can you just do the freaking show? This is a special episode.
I am gonna
pee. But listen, we have another Dear Abby. Okay. Dear Abby, what is your favorite movie and why is it Sense and Sensibility? It's not. Is that one of those Jane Austen things? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't like it.
I've never seen it.
See, when I was growing up, my mother had like actual hobbies and interests and wasn't like super boring. So she had this closet with shelves all over it. It was her library, right? She just had shelves lining the walls, right? And he looks so mischievous as he takes his headphones off, sits them down, and scurries off. You know those videos going around of the little gnome guys like crouching down and like going through stores and stuff? That's the vibe he just gave off going to pee, by the way. Anyway, okay, so my mom had this closet full of fantasy books, and she would read them to me a little bit when I was a kid and like skip the bad parts or whatever, because all fantasy books have like sex scenes and gore and stuff described in them. You know, she just skipped those parts, which was really weird when I grew up and I was like reading the first Game of Thrones book for the first time. And I'm just like, this is really familiar. And then something would happen. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that part. Oh gosh. Oh no. It was horrible. It's like incest and children falling out of windows. But that's beside the point, okay? Because you read these like Jane Austen and similar novels, and it's like, okay, so you've got like chivalry, you've got like these like romances and all the like political parts of like nobles in this romance going on, right? If you read a fantasy book, it has literally all of that, except also sword fights and dragons and wizards. Okay? So no, it's not Sense and Sensibility.
I was thinking about it would be funny if it was Sense and Sensibility. It's the same story, but they're Jewish. Sense and Sensibility.
He's very sensible with his money.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
don't know.
attractive to her.
I don't know what the fuck that movie's about. I haven't seen that. My favorite movie. Well, it depends on the genre, but this might surprise people. I really, really, really love Casablanca. Uh,
Uh-huh.
for years upon years upon years upon years, I've always thought that was a great fucking film. Um, but if we're going like, best comedy movie, best horror movie, whatever it changes, I can't really choose one. But Casablanca is an absolute goddamn classic that I ever get fucking tired of watching. Um,
I've never seen it.
oh, it's really good. It's super fucking old, so whatever. I wonder if they've ever remade it. I assume that they have, and everybody's black and trans or what the fuck ever, or they did it back
Yeah.
in 2010 and they weren't yet.
Well, a
But
lot of that kind of remake just people don't go watch the new one. So
yeah, but no, it's a great movie. Just because it's got so many cool lines, and the my main reason for liking it is that most old movies were like this, but this one especially. Everybody's got like a really funny voice, so I
okay,
like to
yeah.
sit and Frank. I can't do it because I haven't watched it in a while. But Humphrey Bogart does the
Oh,
thing
the
there, and,
yeah, 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 yeah.
that whole thing, and like you got the black piano player man and like all of that, and there's some action. There's Nazi shooting people. It's cool. Like it's a neat one, and I've always loved it. It's a great fucking movie. But if we're going, I guess the fucking Hangover. Fuck it. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna give the gayest answer, but wow.
the Hangover is fucking incredible. It's a wonderful movie.
It was okay. It was fine. It's not the
Watched it again the other
best
day.
movie. Okay, no, my favorite. I don't know. I'm not a big movie person. I judge like what my favorite movie would be based on the level of enjoyment I feel from it, and not on actual movie quality or whether it was actually any good. Like I
Sure.
really, really love The Labyrinth. I watch
Great
it
movie.
again as an adult, and I'm just happy the whole time.
Wait,
It's amazing.
you feel things when you watch stuff?
Oh yeah, that's what art is for. That's what it does. It makes you feel.
Yeah, I feel things too. I'm normal.
I really liked Con Air. Con Air was fun because at every point. So if
Yeah, I
my
really
husband,
related with that one guy. The
the pedophile, Steve Buscemi,
yeah, that's the name I was looking for.
dude, when he showed up. Okay, no, I'm gonna start from the beginning because my husband will say, "Hey, we're gonna watch this movie," because I told him the only Nick Cage movies I've seen are like the National Treasure movies, and he was just shocked by that.
I
It's
would
like,
be
yeah,
too.
that's why I never looked into him further because it's like, oh, he's not great. He's fine, I guess. Oh, and Ghost Rider. That's the first thing I ever saw him in was Ghost
Oof.
Rider.
How is that the first Nick Cage movie you ever saw? Dude,
I don't know.
you got
It just
to
is.
Leaving Las Vegas.
So
You should see. That's an amazing movie.
I haven't seen that one, but we did. But my husband showed me Face Off and Con Air,
Yes.
like within a week, and he didn't tell me anything about them beforehand. I just knew Nick Cage was in it, right? So at the point in Face Off where they started taking his face off, I
Yeah.
couldn't breathe. I was just laughing so hard. I like was gasping for air. So
At the
that
time.
was really good. That was
At the time,
yeah.
and there used to be a Kings Island in Ohio ride named after it. Okay, at the time, that was pretty cool.
No, it was cool. I just wasn't expecting them to like I thought
Take
like
no,
I
he
I
he takes his
he takes his
face
face
off.
off. And then when that happened, I died all over again. It was just like, oh my God, he says the name of the
I
movie.
want to
Like,
take
this is
his
amazing.
face off. I
It
could
just,
be in a peach for hours. The whole
I was
movie's ridiculous.
wholly unprepared for the basic premise of the movie
Yeah.
to begin with. And then the same thing with Con Air. And every single time a new character's face was shown, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Who's it going to be next? Surely that's it, right? And like just again and again. And you wouldn't even recognize some of the people because they're from my nerdy sci-fi channel shows that I like Stargate. And O'Brien from Star Trek is the FBI agent guy
Mm.
who's like, we got a man in there, you got to listen to me. And General Hammond from both Twin Peaks, he's Major Briggs in Twin Peaks, and General Hammond in Stargate is in a car wearing his freaking outfit. He's in a military uniform. He's the same guy in everything he's in, and he's just in a car while the plane is crashing. Like just for a few seconds. It's just over and over and over. And by the time it got to
Big
Steve
movie.
Buscemi, they took the mask off Steve Buscemi. I literally threw the pillow I had on my lap across the room. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
It was
Like,
a big movie.
like
When
another one.
Con Air was a huge movie. When did it come out? It's an old
Anyway,
movie. I watched
the
it
whole
when I was a
point of all of
kid.
that
It's a
is that
fucking
Con Air was an amazing movie. It's probably in my top 3.
that's wild to put top 3. I was 10 when that movie came out. But
It was
okay.
really enjoyable. I had fun watching it,
It's a
going
good
in
one.
completely unprepared, no idea what it was. When the guy gets up and he's like, "Welcome to Con Air," I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like, it's just, I like going into things blind. It's fun.
We should watch Leaving Las Vegas. It's my favorite Nick Cage movie.
Okay, yeah, we can watch that.
It's a good one.
I've seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with John Goodman in it.
It's different
Johnny
than that.
Depp. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's better than
All
that.
Las Vegas. I don't think there's ever been a Las Vegas movie where they're like brunch in Las Vegas and everything is just conversation, like My Dinner with Andre, but in Las Vegas. All Las Vegas stuff is like, well, let's get fucked up to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't. Nobody really puts a setting of just like, I'm a working girl in Las Vegas. But
Yeah.
no, well, they do. Different kind of working girl. Girl boss in Las Vegas. They don't do that.
Yeah. No, they don't.
The
seem to do
Hangover
that.
4, and it's all the ladies this time. That's going to happen.
I can't wait. I hope I get to be one of the ladies. I want to be the one who roofies everyone. Can I be the fat guy?
Zach Galifianakis is his name.
I could be him.
I think you could be. All right, on to the next one.
Dear Abby, my fiance just got a second job as I quit the job I had. I didn't want to quit, but I had to.
Why?
Now I have too much free time and he has zero
No,
free time.
That didn't answer. That didn't answer any question, but okay.
How do I deal with all the free time on my hand? I can't shop anymore. I'm losing my mind. Help. Think.
Thank. That's great. Well, first of all, take an English class. Secondly,
That would probably help this person a lot.
what is I didn't want to quit, but I had to? What does that mean? It's like, I don't know.
There's-
I'm in over my head. They're doing embezzling, and I can't. What is that?
It's probably practical reasons. I don't know.
I'm
Like,
too
just-
fat to go to work anymore.
Maybe. Maybe that's what it is.
You should just go get another job, and that's how you should spend your free time,
No,
is looking for another job.
you could do work for me for free. Because if you don't need the money, because your boyfriend has 2 jobs now, okay, so
That's
you
not.
obviously don't
That's
need the money. You
nope.
could just make him give you money. In fact, give me his number. I will talk to him about it. Okay, he'll give you money.
Yeah,
And
everybody give
work,
Abby your boyfriend's number. That's
yes,
cool.
work as my assistant for free.
Oh yeah, and he'll be her assistant. That'll be cool.
No, 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 no. The girls are gonna be my assistants
Oh yeah,
for
I forgot.
free.
You're a lesbian. I forgot.
No, wait. This isn't supposed to be a gay thing.
Well, you're
I
involved.
didn't. Yeah. It's just that assumption is kind of
There's like
hanging over everything.
yeah. There's just the taint of that rainbow flag over everything you do.
Real problem. It's a real problem.
Look, spend your time looking for a new goddamn job.
All right. I don't think so. I like my idea better. You can help me organize this t-shirt business that I've got the potential to make.
And Abby stole my idea for starting a t-shirt business.
I did. Well, I have the machine. Actually, I didn't steal your idea. My husband did. Because he's the one that decided to give me the machine and told me what I could do with it and stuff.
Well,
so
if you ever
it's
made the
his fault.
logo I designed, then we could do that, and I could supply the shirts, and we could print the shirts, and we could send them
Okay.
out.
No, it'll be easier now. It'll be great.
So I've got ideas. Distribution ideas.
We'll collaborate.
We'll put
Well, yeah, I don't understand the distribution end at all. I'm the artist.
I want to put a little bit of pot and cocaine into every shirt,
Okay, look, I can't.
and we'll mail them from your place.
No, I was about to say they're getting mailed from your house. If that's not.
We're gonna mail them from your place. I think. Yeah.
Dear Abby, my wife smokes pot, sleeps late, and contributes nothing beyond being nice to me. Sounds like she's doing what she's supposed to do. I don't see the problem.
Welcome to the club of many such men.
This is normal. You have a wife that's nice to you. Why are you whining? She's nice to you. Do you think look, I have a feeling Erica beats Bryden, okay? You've got it good.
No, I wish
man.
she put in as much effort as to beat me.
See what I mean? You're bragging. Are you bragging at us?
Yeah, I mean, like, how long have you guys been together? Because if it's been a long time, the fact that she still talks to you is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They hate you. I mean, like they because women here's what women do. They latch onto you like you're a fucking IPO, right? That's the
Whatever
one.
that is.
Well, like it's IPO. That's initial public offering. So they latch onto
Whatever
you
that
like
is.
in stocks. They offer
whoa,
IPO.
whoa.
So they latch onto you. You're like you're an IPO because you can play the guitar or whatever, right? And then when that stock doesn't start returning, they just become bitter and shitty. And that's because all women are bad investors, and they don't realize that
It's because you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
no, because that guy is, and all guys when they're 20 are just a dude that smokes pot and play. Every white man is a pot smoking, guitar playing guy at 20. That's who we all are.
Sure.
Every
Okay.
single one of them. And women somehow latch onto that. They put their shit into that, and it doesn't take off. And then over time, they latch it on to lesser and lesser candidates that they're excited about. So they're just poor investors every time and time and time again. And then they get mad at those general normal guys of us that we're turning 37 and we're just drinking and still working on really shitty music, but we don't even play guitar anymore. Now we get into FL Studio and go, I just spent $150 on this new plugin. It sounds slightly different.
Dude, don't even talk to me about that right now. I made a mistake today, and because I have packages coming in from Amazon, I checked the order history to see like when things are going to be delivered, and I should not have looked.
Did you buy hardware?
Yeah, he bought some new things.
I was on
It's like a rowing machine.
Oh, I thought it was music stuff.
No, he also bought the music hardware, yes,
Oh,
and then
well, fuck.
also like a nice rowing machine, which is like, well, that's fun. I'm okay with a rowing machine. Where are we putting it
Well,
though?
I gotta ask him about the fucking hardware because I was talking to him about production like the other day, and he was
Yeah,
like,
he was
"I'm
getting a
not
new
production minded,"
thingy.
and yeah, because he just makes like kind of rock music basically, but he's like, "I'm
Mhm.
not production minded and all that," because I'm like talking about all these virtual instruments, all this software. I'm like, "Well, yeah, and you could shape the waveforms in such a way." He's like, "I don't get that."
No, he's like, "Oh, this sounds good. This is like
Yeah,
musical. I could tweak it a little bit. I can add this effect. I'm good." Right? He's got no interest in all this.
yeah.
Like,
I
I was actually sitting next to him when this was going on, by the way, and he's like, "Look, let me show you this video, and you tell me if you understand a word this man says." And I'm just like, "Nope,
well,
no, this is another
of
language."
course, you wouldn't understand it.
You know,
I just
it was funny though. He's like, "Look, I don't know what to say to Bryden because I don't understand what this guy's saying in this video. Like,
well, it's
I don't
neat.
get it."
It's neat. It's cool production stuff.
Yeah, it was funny. It's like, what do I say? I
One of the,
don't.
I swear to God, I'm gonna have to produce one of his songs. I just need him to send me the stuff, and I'm just gonna. I haven't
Yeah,
asked him.
let's
I'm
not
just gonna
talk
do
about
it.
the music stuff so much, though,
Why? Music is
because that's
sweet.
not the content
I'm
of the
working on really
show.
cool songs.
I know, but it's not the content of the show. I did finish another commission, by the way, which was really good timing considering it was Donald Trump as Sephiroth saying, "I will bring here to help despair." So it's an update on that for everyone.
Yeah, that sucks
That
dick.
would have been not so good if that had gone differently.
Why
Okay,
are
we're
you
gonna get
Donald? Why
into.
are you talking about talking like Donald Trump? That would have been not so good
I
if it
don't
had gone
know.
differently.
I think I've watched because
You
on
watch too
Twitter,
much.
ever since it happened, there's been just videos of people doing Donald Trump impressions for like days on end, and it's just like infecting my mind. I don't really understand what's
I'm sure
happening.
somebody has done that. He's like, had I been the shooter, it would have hit. Would have been the best shot, a kill shot, a headshot. But I wasn't the shooter. Not a great shooter. Loser.
All right, we're going to move on to our Reddit advice segment instead of
Okay.
talking about Trump and doing more Trump impressions. I'm really
Ah,
sorry,
I
Brittany.
wouldn't talk about those
How
sweet goddamn songs I've been working on, but okay.
how are we doing on time?
We are 26 minutes in.
Oh, really? Okay, we started late today, I guess.
No, it's 47 minutes, Debbie.
Okay, look, you're just fucking with me. Do you see what he does? Do you see? He's just
It's
sabotaging me at
episode
all
100.
points.
We're going 10 minutes over.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Why 10 minutes over?
Because
Like
there's a.
specifically.
Well, because I don't want to go 100 minutes because that's too long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But an hour looks like 100. You know, it's just got a colon.
No, it doesn't because it's not special.
It's not special. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, honest feedback. If I'm the asshole, I made my daughter who just started driving park her car for 10 days for speeding.
That's
So she
fair.
can't use it for 10 days.
That's totally fair.
I caught her going 82 in a 65.
Oh,
That's
10 days only? Fuck that. That's you get pulled up. That is reckless driving. They can
Yeah.
pull fucking guns on you for that shit. They assume you robbed a bank.
Yeah, that's I think a certain it probably depends on the state, but yeah, a certain number over the speed limit is like way serious consequences. If you're going 5, 10 over, whatever, you get a ticket, right? You pay some money. But at some point it is criminal.
25 over is reckless, I think. Again, depends on the state. But like,
Mhm.
I mean, if you are going fucking crazy over the speed limit, they will pull their goddamn guns on you because they go, "What the fuck is going
What are
on
you
here?"
fleeing from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's up. 10 days isn't enough. I think that you're not getting your goddamn license.
I told her not to let it happen again. Next day, it was 58 in a 45.
That's not as bad, but
Not
still
as
not
bad, but
good.
still not good. Yeah. She thinks I'm overreacting.
Take the
I think
radio.
it's a lesson. No, it's not. This. You know why she's doing this? Do you know why she ignored you that time and did it again literally the next day? Is because you're this type of dad to only take the car away for 10 days for being. This isn't even a matter of the law necessarily, it's safety. It's
Yeah.
a safety concern because this is a minor. You know, she's not going to freaking jail over this, right? But she could get hurt real bad.
She
She could,
fucking
I mean,
die.
going that fast, she's gonna die. Like if she crashes, she's just dead.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, I'm a grandma driver. I get really perturbed uh, by people. Like I go the speed limit, and sometimes 5 over because you're allowed. Uh,
Well, they don't really screw with you till it's after that anyway.
yeah, but
Everyone speeds where I am, so they just go over the after the fastest person. I'm never the fastest person. If I speed, it's like 3 over, unless there's this one road where if you're not speeding 10 over, even cops will be behind you honking because you need to get out of their way. Like it's just this like 5 mile stretch of highway where there's nothing on either side and everyone that's the
if a
only time I speed.
if a police officer honked at me for going the speed limit, I would immediately get out my phone and do a citizen's fucking pullover on that and get some goddamn
I
sweet
just
YouTube
I just
content.
went back to the right lane. I was like, you know what? Forget trying to pass these slow people. I'm just gonna get behind one, let the cop go before he decides to pull me over for erratic driving or
Oh,
something. I'm
I
doing
let that
finger
motherfucker.
quotes.
I would let that motherfucker pull me over, and it's all phones on that. That's a neat little lawsuit. Look, Ed, maybe you lose, maybe you don't. But no, I'm big on safety and driving.
Hmm.
That guy is going to end up with a dead fucking daughter. It's
Oh
no
yeah.
joke. It's no joke what we do every single day when we drive. It's not a fucking joke. It's not a joke, folks. Not a joke,
People
Jack.
treat it like it's nothing though. People forget. Sorry, I vaped it to the camera. You can see nothing. The people forget that we are driving very big metal machines at very fast speeds, and after a certain point, if you crash, you're gone.
Yeah.
Like after a certain speed, like that's it. They don't check their mirrors, they don't use their blinkers,
People hate
they don't
blinkers.
care. They're swerving in and out of traffic 90 miles an hour, almost clipping 3 people from what I can
Yeah.
see. And it's like you can't live like that. You can't.
And
You
there's
literally cannot live like that.
and there's a difference. I occasionally, when I see people, bobbing in and out of traffic, which you can totally do safely, good drivers are able to do that. But
Mhm.
that's aggressive driving, which
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest for a child. That's fucking insane. Um, that's a bad dad who's going to end up with a
Yep.
dead daughter.
Oh yeah. You
If
spoil your kids. It's you've got to stop. You have to be the bad guy much earlier than this, but you know what? This is as early as it's going to be. You have to be the bad guy. You have to take the car away for months, okay? And that shouldn't be the only punishment either.
yeah,
That's literally just so she lives while you're teaching her the lesson in other ways. Like this is not okay at all. We were talking yesterday, my husband and I, because I was saying like it was just a really hard day. You know, the kids are being combative and battle of the wills stuff going on for like hours on end, arguments, and
yeah.
it
If I was a
it.
parent, it would be like triumph of the will, huh? No.
But no, but I was saying, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I try not to dump on you and whatever, but it's just been a hard day and stuff. And he goes, well, um, if you just gave them everything they wanted and never told them no, you'd probably you have perfect angels on your hands. So I think this is a good sign you're doing a good job, was basically what he said. Like the fact that they're fighting with me because I'm telling them no. It's good to tell them no, was the gist of the conversation, right? And I was just thinking about that a little bit. It's like, yeah, it would be perfect until the day I have to tell them no about something that really, really, really matters. And it's the first time they've heard no. Like, that's going to be a way bigger blow up. It's going to be huge. They're not going to understand why it's happening. It's going to be very confusing because they don't get told no ever.
Yeah, I think kids should be. I think you're right. I think a kid should be, starved and beaten, and what you
Yeah.
do to your kids, is
Yeah. Making them
uh,
clean their room is really horrible.
Auschwitz, bro.
It's bad. They have to, we should see the freaking room. It's like, it's bad in there right now.
Is there an app? I'm sure there is. Somebody
Mhm.
smarter than me and has already figured this out. Is there an app that parents can hook up to their kids' cars that make it so the only thing that they can access is Google Maps or like whatever map GPS bullshit.
In the car?
Yep, it locks it out, and
I
then it
don't know.
notifies them if they don't connect to the car while they're driving.
I don't know, but that would be a good idea.
Well, we might have to edit this shit out because I might have a great app idea. I don't know how
Yeah.
to develop apps though. I guess you just get like
You
20
pay
Indian
someone.
guys.
The problem is it costs like $20K to write an app unless you're doing it off of someone else's work that's already been done, like a basic template that's already been made. If it's a completely new thing, you're starting from scratch, it's like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but think of how much ads I could make for Raid Shadow Legends and stuff for that.
You could do that.
Um,
You could do that.
every time they plug the damn thing in, they gotta hear about Alpha Brain or something.
Well, he knows how fast they're going for some reason. He didn't
I think
mention
there's plenty of that.
tickets or anything.
I
So
think
he's got to at least be able to monitor them somehow with an app. Yeah.
that already exists. I know that
Yeah.
there's several apps that you can monitor. I'm sure this thing already fucking exists to lock out and make it only GPS.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
I mean, when so I have a phone that has the like Android Auto thing in it and
Oh,
like
yeah,
Apple CarPlay stuff, like that software in it. And it's really selective with which apps you could use, and like it won't let you type in the GPS while you're driving. You have to be at park, and you can only use like the music app and the map apps. And if you want to text someone, you could do the voice thing and give it a command. Like that's basically how as long as it's plugged in, I can't do other stuff.
All the reason to not plug that shit into your fucking car because you're trying to text while you drive.
No, I don't do that. No, I do not. I'm so nervous. I didn't get my license till I was like 23 because I had
Same.
driving anxiety. Like I learned to drive when I was 14 years old, totally fine. But something changed in my brain when I started having kids, and I was 18 and I didn't have my license yet because my dad never let me get it as a teenager and I hadn't done it yet. Overnight, I started locking my door. Like I was in this really like bad, scary neighborhood and just would forget to lock the door. But suddenly I was like waking up in the middle of the night because I heard a squirrel outside. Like just this shift in my mind happened. Anyway, so I didn't get my license till I was 23, but I still have a lot of anxiety about it. Like I am paying attention. My hands are on the wheel. I have playlists in my phone, so I just start it and don't touch it again. I'm not looking for songs.
Oh, I'm not that bad. I mean, I didn't get my license till I was 20. I did plenty of driving before then. But
I drove when I was a teenager just without a license.
yeah,
And it was fine. I was totally fine.
I wasn't, I just had no reason to have a car. And then, like, unfortunately now I have to have a car. But no, I shift through radio stations. Like, my whole way to work this morning, I was just looking for something on the radio. Because I listen to the radio. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
I like the radio because, like, there's, like, local stations. Or, like, I listen to the Breakfast Club sometimes. Or I go through and I try to find something. But, like, the whole time, because it's just on my steering wheel now.
Oh yeah. I'll flip through tracks on my steering wheel because it's a button. You don't have to look at it or anything.
Yeah. I go through fucking radio and I'm like Spanish, NPR. What are they talking about? And they're like, welcome to NPR, and we are totally gay. And I'm like, okay, no, none of that. And they're like, oh, yo quiero Taco Bell. And I'm like, okay, no, let me get out of that. It's fucking too early. You're like, yo,
showed your age there.
95.9. Here's some 50 Cent. And I'm like, okay, 50 Cent. And then, but it's like a new 50 Cent that I've never heard. And I'm like, turn that off. So I keep going. Here's some fucking, Italian ass fucking classical music. That sucks. Smooth jazz. Turn that on. Probably vibe to it for a little bit. Really like that.
Goodness gracious.
I'm like, all right.
I don't think I've listened to the radio since I was a teenager.
I love the radio.
Actually.
You should listen to the radio.
Well, at some point I started listening to just CDs because this is what I want to listen to.
Yeah.
And then after I got a smartphone, I just have the files on my phone. I don't use Spotify because I don't like the ads. I just have the music on my phone and I playlists depending on how long my drive is going to be.
See, that's why
And I put them on shuffle, so it's a surprise what's going to play.
but you know what's more of a surprise? What's gonna play? The fucking radio. Like,
Yeah, but
I,
I don't like pop music and stuff. Like I like what I like. I'm very judgmental about music.
okay, but sometimes like I hate most of the stuff I listen to, but you find new things that you might not think that is cool, like all the time. I you know, because I don't mess with my phone when I'm listening to the radio, but I like try to keep the Shazam on my phone. That way I can just press a button and I'm like, oh, that's whatever this. It's usually Mexican shit, but you know, try to get that song that way I can listen to it later. The
Mm-hmm.
radio is fantastic. I mean, it used to not be cool to listen to the radio because it's all like pop music and shitty or whatever. But it's like now everybody listens to their own closed off bullshit of like different genres. You're not gonna really hear new types of music and new music by different people.
Well, it's different for me because literally no one I know listens to the same music as me, except my husband, but also he thinks a lot of the stuff I listen to is really dumb and gay anyway. So it's not even like a one to one there. And so I listen to things that my friends tell me they like. And I'll go and listen to it, and usually I don't like it, but I mean, or someone will post something on Twitter and I'll look at it. So I do find because I don't know anyone that listens to what I do. Like you're the closest thing because you like three things I like,
Hmm?
you know.
Well, I yesterday fucking uh Fall Out Boy came on the goddamn radio, and I'm just driving down an old road going down in an
And
earlier
you're running
round.
around, sugar, we're going down swinging.
I was
I'll be
loving
your
it.
number one if you
Waiting for
bullet. Love your
no,
God complex, cock
cock
it
it
and
bullet.
bullet.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I hadn't listened to that shit in
They're
years.
like one of their two good songs.
What? They got a few. But
Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so good. It tastes like you, even sweeter.
I mean, it's they're no, the radio is great and people should listen to the radio. That's my advice for the 100th episode is you should take some time because mainly anybody who listens to this show is probably an older alcoholic man who hasn't listened to the radio in years
Just
outside
like
of
me.
talk radio or some dumb fucking cunt in her late 20s, and if you're not married by now, bitch, it's over for you, or some lady in her 30s. um the
Is it over
radio
for
is
her too?
the radio is it is, but it was over for you from the start. The game was rigged from the start. But the radio is fantastic, and that's why I'm very annoyed that they're trying to get rid of AM radio. This is a Democrat push in
AM
Congress.
radio?
Yeah,
Is it because there's all those right wing stations?
that's what the right wing is trying to push with that. Yeah, you could also, from their perspective, they say it's too old, it doesn't matter. But a lot of emergency
People still
broadcast
listen.
things,
I know lots
listen
of
to it.
people that listen to it from multiple generations,
Yep.
right? It's not just boomers listening to it.
I love AM radio. I think it's fantastic. The right wing is saying they want to get rid of it because the AM radio hosts, all those people were still on FM, so whatever. The Democrats are saying we need to just this is get rid of it because it's we don't need to put it in cars anymore. And then there's a mix of in
Why?
between.
I mean, I don't even
It's
think I
outdated.
have. I mean, it's outdated, but people still use it. Like enough people still use it that who cares? It's not hurting anything.
I
That's like if we said like nobody uses cassette tapes anymore, so we're banning cassette tapes. Like,
you know
no,
who
there are people who still buy cassette tapes, dude. My
you know
husband has like 10.
you know who else fucking I
Hmm.
assume loves it? Car manufacturers. That's one less thing they have to deal with.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they're in bed with the Democratic Party. But I'm all on board. I've signed the petition or what the fuck ever. I forget. I did some drunk shit. I love AM radio.
Yeah.
Uh, I love radio in general. I pretend to radio every week. You
You know
know.
I was thinking about this last night and it's like, man, the fact that I am just barely too young to have ever had a public access TV
Yeah.
station. Like TV channel. Like, oh my gosh, imagine. That would have been so fun. Just be like 22 with a freaking
Yeah.
public access TV show.
I
I would
I
have so much fun with it.
I was only ever on public access in one time, and if anybody can dig this up, then please send it to me. It was called Sunday Night Live, and it was in Los Angeles, and it was I forget what neighborhood, but it was some bullshit, and I did stand up to a just empty. It was just the people that were doing it, so there's like not even a laugh track. It was brutal. But I
No,
just
I saw some of the Zoom ones in 2020, and that was bad too, even though they
this
had
is
like a bunch
way
of people
before
on the
that.
call with them and stuff. But it seems like it'd be pretty similar.
It was just a fake TV show. And it was in North Hollywood. It was called Sunday Night Live or Friday Night Live, something like that. I used
Hmm.
to have a screenshot of it, and I made a mug that I used to have. It was Friday Night Live or Sunday Night Live, but it was in North Hollywood, public access, and I did terrible, I'm sure. But I showed up, and the only thing I remember about it, besides arriving and thinking like, I thought there was going to be a crowd. This is going to be weird. There was a lady who was trying to get them to play her laugh track over the thing,
Oh no.
and she had like sound effects and stuff. It was just like old black lady, and they were like, "Well, we can't do that." And then I went and don't remember any of her set. I know it went about as good as everybody's fucking set
Oh yeah.
went, which was canned laughter of us going,
Yep,
ha
that's
ha
so
ha ha.
fun.
Three
That's
people.
so
It was like
fun,
four
though.
people. It was all the people, and then nobody could leave. You couldn't leave afterwards. You had to wait for everybody to
You're
be
trapped
done.
here forever.
You had to wait for everybody to be done. I'm sure it was goddamn terrible. But that
That's
was
funny.
a funny moment.
I would have done, I don't know. I'm honestly a theater kid at heart to some extent, to a large extent. And
Thank.
I just really enjoy stuff like that. I would have had a skit show. That's what I would have done
Yeah, they wouldn't
if I
let you
lived
do
in
that
that
at
era.
this bullshit. You just had to show up and be confused as to why you were there and got tricked into this. Like, I swear to God, looking back, I'm like, was that some Eric Andre shit or Tim and Eric crap that they tricked me into doing that just didn't get aired? Because
More likely they were losers. Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea if I have some crap in Eric Andre's little vault or Tim and Eric's vault of just trying to find retards. I might have been auditioning for, Tim and Eric's awesome show.
There we go.
Also, Eric Andre, not the Eric guy. Tim Heidecker and Eric, what's his name? The
I
fat
don't
guy.
know.
The fat guy from
I
that.
don't know.
I don't know. All those guys stink. But yeah.
They probably do if they're fat.
Well, Tim Heidecker's not fat.
Okay. He might still be smelly. Skinny guys are smelly too.
I'm not smelly. I put on
Men,
scentless
men,
deodorant
men
and then
just smell bad. They just do.
I smell great. I put on the scentless deodorant and then I've got this Burberry cologne that I use every day.
Oh, fancy schmance.
It's pretty good. It's good stuff. And then my shampoo smells good. And then
Yeah, go ahead. I've got to go on a mission to find this cologne. My husband had this bottle of cologne that he got when he was like 14, and he hates all other colognes, so he had been rationing this bottle. And when I met him, he had been rationing this bottle for 4 years, right? And like, he still had it like well into our marriage because he's just very small squirts. I think he kept the bottle, and he said he could never find it. I'll have to. I keep. Every once in a while, I remember it, and I go, "Oh, I should go find the bottle and try to find this or like a clone of it or something for him." I've got to figure that out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that they eventually stopped making stuff, right? Like,
Yeah,
it might just
that's
not
why
exist.
he was rationing it. He just doesn't like the way most colognes smell, and he's never found one he liked as much, so he doesn't wear them.
I mean, that's fair. You gotta find a thing. I'm not a huge cologne dude, but it's a nice thing to do. You just put on just a squirt or something right on the chest, and then
Yep.
people think that you don't. People think you wipe your ass. right?
I
So
like the essential oil rollers. You can you get it's just essential oils. You put it like behind your ear and stuff and on your wrists and it's just like if you put perfume on basically, but I
who
like to get like individual scents and like okay, I want to smell like lavender and vanilla today. So I use that. I don't have any right now cuz I ran out of all mine.
who the
I need to get more.
this is what I don't like is this fucking government goddamn pre-programmed fucking guidance of who the fuck decides what oils are essential?
Um It's a good point. It's yet another thing. It's another
Because that
example of
shit,
tyranny.
motorcycle grease isn't fucking essential. It's an oil.
You know what? It is actually essential. That's a good point. I
Jerry
should be
curl, Jerry
wearing
curl is not
gasoline.
fucking essential. It's essential for somebody. It was essential to Michael in the 80s. What the fuck? Olive oil.
Give me.
This
That's
is
essential to Greeks. Dude, have you ever seen a Greek baptism? Because I have. And they just dump like olive oil that they've blessed all over the baby. And they do 3 times fully submerging the baby in the font, right? So, like, they're holding this oiled up, slippery baby and like aggressively dunking the entire baby. And it's like, you're going to throw the baby.
that's
Like, it's just going to like fly out of your arms across the room. Like,
I,
there's no way this is safe. Like, the Greeks are wild,
I think
man.
that's a I think that's a backyard pool game as greased up baby.
There's a video that goes around occasionally of like, oh, the Orthodox are abusing their children because like one priest is being a little too aggressive with and it's like, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. But also, I think he's Greek, and I think he just really had to hold on to that baby and get it done fast because the oil. Like, I think
Well,
that
their
that was
fingers,
protective.
the Italians and Greeks, their fingers,
They just do that.
they excrete the oil.
Oil? That's why their hair is always.
Yeah, they're always touching their head.
They just.
That's why
They don't
Italians.
even put oil in their hair. They're literally just putting their hand through it. I didn't know that.
That's why Italians talk with their fucking hands so much.
Yeah.
They're just trying to, it's like
Get
you
the
ever been in
oil
the bathroom,
off.
get the wet hands, just shaking them. It's the whole
I
thing.
became very close with a couple Italian families for like a couple years. And one day I was talking to someone and I just realized that I hit myself in the face, is what happened. And this is what made me realize that I had started talking with my
Oh
hands.
no,
It's like, I gotta get away from these people. I have to escape this.
they're not great. I mean, Erica's
I'm
got
too
an
clumsy.
Italian in her, and it's just,
Is that what the problem is?
I mean, it's one of the problems.
All right, everyone, we're out of time for today, but you can go to patreon.com/HearDial Podcast and listen to the bonus episode coming up on Monday, where I'm going to give some fun facts. We might do a couple more stories, and we'll talk about lots of cool things like the ghost that is in my house. There's a ghost, and I'm trying to communicate with the ghost, okay? And this is not just the EVP recordings, okay? I've seen the truth, okay? I
So this is
saw.
so you
What?
guys, the people listening, you guys might be excited about this thing happening Monday, but I'm not excited about it, and it's happening to me right now, and it's gonna be gay. So
For as little
cool.
as $1, you get the entire backlog of bonus episodes. Just $1 a
You're a
month,
backlog.
people. I'm a little backed up right now, to be perfectly honest. Got some logs backed up.
You're a backlog, dude.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you, and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.
Oh yeah, and I might stream a game this weekend. Episode 100, baby.